Have you ever wondered how NBA stars manage their wealth beyond the million-dollar contracts? Sure, we see the flashy cars, the designer clothes, and the massive mansions, but here's what they don't show you. Some of the smartest players are quietly building generational wealth using strategies most people never even hear about. While the average person struggles to save, these athletes are using hidden financial secrets to make their money work for them long after they leave the court. And here's the kicker, you don't need an NBA contract to apply these same strategies. In fact, some of the biggest names in basketball started with nothing, yet they've mastered the art of wealth building in ways that go far beyond their salaries. They know something that most people don't: how to protect, multiply, and sustain their money for life. What if you could take a page from their playbook? Imagine learning the exact financial moves that set apart the NBA's richest and most successful players from those who go broke just a few years after retirement. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the hidden habits, investment strategies, and wealth-building secrets that NBA stars use to stay rich, secrets you can start using today. So, are you ready to stop thinking like a spender and start thinking like an investor? Because what you're about to learn could change the way you handle money forever. Let's dive in. LeBron James isn't just a basketball legend, he's a financial mastermind. While most people spend their entire careers just relying on their paycheck, LeBron understood the importance of investments from the start. He didn't settle for his NBA salary alone. Just like in movies where the hero takes control of their destiny, LeBron took matters into his own hands and started investing early. By putting money into companies like Blaze Pizza, LeBron became a billionaire, proving that the game isn't just about scoring on the court. If you want to start building wealth like him, it's crucial to get into the habit of investing, whether that's stocks, index funds, or starting your own side hustle. And here's where the real magic happens: starting early. Imagine this: if LeBron had waited until his career was winding down to start investing, he might not have achieved the success he has today. Think about the 2000s movie The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. Chris Gardner's persistence in the face of hardship mirrors how LeBron's foresight in financial matters shaped his future. By investing early, you can set up a financial future that will allow you to live freely, without waiting for retirement. And you don't need millions to get started. Just start with small, consistent investments, and watch them grow over time. Now, let's talk about how you can follow in LeBron's footsteps. LeBron didn't just get lucky. He invested in what he believed would grow, and over time, it did. Start by setting up a brokerage account, even if it's just with a small amount of money. You can put your money into companies that are expected to grow, or even consider index funds. These are low-cost ways to own a slice of the market without needing expert knowledge. For example, if you've ever wondered how to start investing but feel overwhelmed, try platforms like Robinhood or Acorns to make the process simpler. These tools allow you to start small and diversify your investments with just a few bucks. Building wealth like LeBron isn't about gambling your money away, it's about strategic growth over time. LeBron's investments didn't happen overnight, they were the result of years of smart decisions. Just like the Netflix documentary The Last Dance, where Michael Jordan talks about the discipline it takes to achieve greatness, creating a successful investment portfolio takes patience and consistency. Remember, starting early doesn't mean you need to wait for the perfect moment. It means you act now, even if it's with baby steps. And trust me, your future self will thank you for the moves you make today. Kawhi Leonard is one of the most intriguing figures in the NBA. Despite making millions from his basketball career, he doesn't let his success go to his head. Instead of splurging on fancy cars or lavish homes, Kawhi lives well below his means. He still drives the same old SUV and avoids unnecessary luxuries. And this is a lesson that anyone, no matter where they are financially, should take to heart. The key to building lasting wealth isn't about keeping up with the Joneses, but about staying focused on the long-term picture. Just like in the movie The Social Network, where Mark Zuckerberg stays humble even while changing the world, Kawhi's approach proves that you don't need to live big to make big money. Think about it, every time you buy something you don't need, you're essentially delaying your future financial success. It's like the opening scene in The Wolf of Wall Street, where Jordan Belfort goes on a spending spree. Sure, he's living the high life for a while, but it's all a facade that eventually crumbles. By keeping your expenses low, you free up more money for investments and savings that will pay off in the future. If you're looking to build wealth, it's essential to understand that your lifestyle doesn't have to reflect your income. Like Kawhi, you can enjoy the things that matter without draining your bank account on temporary pleasures. Living below your means doesn't mean you have to live like you're broke. It's all about finding a balance between enjoying life and securing your financial future. It's like watching the movie Moneyball, where the Oakland A's build a successful team on a budget. They make smart decisions based on long-term goals, not instant gratification. The same principle applies to personal finance. Stop chasing expensive trends and focus on investments that grow wealth over time. So, maybe that means opting for a modest car or keeping your living situation simple. What matters is that you're saving and investing the difference. The habit of living below your means is something anyone can practice. Whether you're a young adult just starting out, or someone looking to make a big financial change, it's never too late to start being mindful of your spending. Think about it like the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. Chris Gardner didn't spend his way to success. He worked hard, sacrificed, and focused on the future. If you can build the habit of cutting back now, you'll find that the financial freedom you're seeking isn't as far out of reach as you think. Michael Jordan, the legend himself, didn't just settle for endorsing products. He took things a step further by securing equity in the companies he worked with. The most iconic example? His partnership with Nike. Instead of just collecting checks for promoting Air Jordans, MJ made a deal that gave him a piece of the pie, equity in the brand. This move not only turned him into a billionaire but also set the stage for future athletes to think beyond endorsements. It's like how in Shark Tank, the investors often say, "I don't just want to invest in your product, I want a piece of your business." That's the mindset Jordan had, and it's one every investor should take note of. Imagine this, you're offered a deal, but instead of just accepting a paycheck, you ask for ownership, equity in the company. That's exactly what Jordan did with Nike, and it's what can propel you to true wealth. The same strategy applies to your financial life. Whether it's in your career or personal investments, always look for ways to turn short-term rewards into long-term assets. It's like watching a movie like The Founder. Ray Kroc turned a small burger joint into a multi-billion-dollar empire by owning the real estate, not just the brand. The key takeaway here is that ownership gives you control and a bigger share of the rewards. Jordan's approach wasn't just about playing the game, it was about changing the rules. By negotiating for equity, he transformed a simple endorsement into a lifelong cash flow machine. When you think about your own financial future, ask yourself, what can I own? Whether it's stock, real estate, or a side business, ownership will give you a piece of the wealth that is usually left to others. It's like the difference between renting and owning a home. Renters pay into someone else's wealth, while owners build their own. This is a concept that can radically change the trajectory of your financial life. The idea of ownership also extends to your mindset. Instead of relying on a paycheck, think about how you can create streams of income that you control. Consider starting a business, investing in stocks, or even buying a stake in a startup. Just like Jordan, you can use your influence and connections to get a seat at the table and make sure you're not just a player in the game, you're a part of the game's structure. As the famous quote goes, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. Jordan knew that. Now, it's your turn to start thinking like a business owner, not just an employee. Shaquille O'Neal is more than just a dominant force on the basketball court. He's a savvy businessman who diversified his income streams well beyond the NBA. While many athletes make their money through one paycheck, Shaq thought ahead. He invested in everything from fast food franchises to tech companies, and even real estate. It's like how in The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith's character refuses to rely on just one opportunity and works tirelessly to build his future. The lesson here is clear, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Multiple streams of income provide security and opportunity. Think about it, Shaq didn't stop at basketball, he saw opportunities everywhere. He became part owner of Auntie Anne's Pretzels, invested in a shopping center, and even got involved in the tech world. Why? Because having multiple income streams ensures that if one source dries up, you've got others to fall back on. That's something anyone can do, even without millions in the bank. For example, you could start a side hustle, like freelance work, dropshipping, or creating content online. As you build, you'll create multiple paths to financial freedom, just like Shaq did. Creating multiple income streams doesn't just mean earning more, it means becoming more financially resilient. Imagine you've got a full-time job, but you also invest in stocks and own a rental property. If one stream falters, the others can keep you afloat. It's like when a big company faces a downturn, those that have diversified into different sectors are often the ones who weather the storm best. The more income streams you have, the less dependent you are on a single source, and the more flexibility you gain to live life on your terms. Shaq's approach to income is about flexibility and long-term success. Whether it's through smart investments, side businesses, or real estate, the key is to look for opportunities beyond the obvious. Take time to explore what you're passionate about or what can generate income without requiring your constant attention. Look at what people around you are doing. Maybe it's starting a YouTube channel, investing in index funds, or even starting a mobile app business. It's all about creating a portfolio of income sources that fit your lifestyle and goals. So, if Shaq can build a fortune off the court, so can you. Allen Iverson is one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game, but his financial journey wasn't smooth sailing. After earning $200 million during his career, Iverson found himself in financial trouble, struggling with poor decisions. However, he didn't give up. Iverson turned things around by setting up a smart trust fund that protected his wealth. This story shows that no matter how big your mistakes are, you can always start over. It's a valuable lesson in financial resilience, just like how in The Social Network, Mark Zuckerberg had to make tough decisions and rebuild his empire after mistakes and setbacks. Financial mistakes don't define you, they're opportunities for growth. Iverson's trust fund was a way of making sure he wouldn't fall back into bad habits. If you've made mistakes in your financial life, whether it's overspending, bad investments, or even falling for get-rich-quick schemes, don't beat yourself up. Learn from them. Start by creating a clear financial plan that protects you from making the same mistakes again. For instance, create a budget that keeps track of every dollar, or look into debt repayment strategies to start fixing your financial health. One of the key lessons from Iverson's story is that it's never too late to change. Just because you've made mistakes doesn't mean your financial future is doomed. Start by understanding where you went wrong. Did you fall into the trap of spending too much on luxury items, like Iverson did with cars and jewelry? Or did you invest in high-risk ventures that didn't pay off? Once you identify your mistakes, take control. Setting up a trust, hiring a financial advisor, or getting a mentor to help you manage your money can put you back on track. Remember, it's not about the mistakes, it's about how you recover. Iverson's financial recovery shows that wealth isn't just about how much you make, it's about how you manage and protect it. Building financial literacy and creating a safety net for your wealth can prevent you from losing everything. Look at your finances today and ask, what steps can you take to protect your future? Start small, but make sure those steps are intentional. Once you've got the basics down, you can dive deeper into things like investments or long-term savings. The key takeaway here: don't let your past financial mistakes dictate your future. With the right approach, you can rebuild stronger than ever. Kevin Durant is one of the best in the game when it comes to on-court performance, but he's also made a name for himself as a savvy businessman. One key to his success? Surrounding himself with smart financial advisors who help him make solid decisions. Durant didn't just rely on his natural talent, he knew the value of having a team of experts who helped him grow his wealth. It's like how in Shark Tank, the entrepreneurs often succeed because they have the right investors guiding them. Durant's story is a reminder that it's not just about how much you know, but who you know, especially when it comes to finances. Having a financial advisor can be a game changer, whether you're trying to figure out how to save, invest, or diversify your income. Just like Durant has a team helping him with investments and business deals, you too can benefit from advice tailored to your goals. Maybe you're not a millionaire athlete, but having the right advisor can still help you navigate investments like stocks, bonds, or real estate, ensuring your money works for you. Think of it like hiring a personal coach, someone who can guide you past common pitfalls and help you make strategic financial moves. It's essential to understand that financial advisors aren't just for the wealthy. Whether you're trying to set up a retirement plan or build a passive income stream, having someone who understands the financial landscape can save you time and money. A good financial advisor helps you avoid costly mistakes by giving you a long-term perspective. For example, instead of jumping into volatile stocks, they might suggest stable, low-risk investments that provide steady growth over time. If you're unsure where to start, consider looking for a certified financial planner, CFP, who can give you personalized advice. But remember, not all financial advisors are created equal. Just as Durant wouldn't trust someone who doesn't understand his business needs, you shouldn't settle for an advisor who doesn't understand your goals. Do your research, ask for recommendations, and make sure the advisor you choose is someone who's experienced and trustworthy. They'll be there to help you build your wealth strategically, while also helping you avoid mistakes. With their guidance, you can take your financial future into your own hands, just like Durant did on the court. Magic Johnson didn't just rely on his basketball earnings, he transformed those millions into a massive empire. Magic's strategy was simple: think long-term. Instead of blowing his fortune on immediate pleasures, he focused on investments that would pay off over time, like real estate, stocks, and even owning a piece of a movie theater chain. It's a mindset shift that we can all learn from. Just like Magic built his legacy, you can build yours, but it requires patience and a clear vision for the future. Magic's approach is exactly how you should be thinking about wealth. It's not about the flashy things right now. It's about making decisions that will reward you decades down the line. Think about it this way: Magic didn't buy a fancy car and call it a day. Instead, he invested in things that would grow in value, even after his playing days were over. One of the keys to his success was his ability to see the bigger picture. You might not be aiming for a billion-dollar empire, but the principle still applies. For instance, if you start investing in stocks or real estate today, you'll see that same kind of growth down the road. Let's say you invest just $100 a month in an index fund that tracks the S&P 500. Over 30 years, with an average return of 7%, that $100 could grow to nearly $130,000. Magic knew that by focusing on smart investments, he could enjoy the fruits of his labor for the long haul. Of course, this doesn't mean you should ignore short-term opportunities. But the goal is to build wealth that lasts, not to be distracted by quick wins. Just like Magic, consider creating multiple revenue streams that keep growing. For example, starting a side business or setting up a high-yield savings account. The power of compounding, whether in investments or business, is real. It might seem slow at first, but over time, the rewards can be massive. Take a look at any successful entrepreneur. Many of them made their wealth by diversifying their assets and looking long-term. If they had focused on just one stream of income, they wouldn't have reached the heights they did. As you start making decisions today, remember Magic's long-term thinking. It's about being strategic with your finances, making sure each decision aligns with your goals, and focusing on building wealth that will serve you for years to come. With a smart strategy and patience, you too can create a financial future that gives you freedom and security. After all, building wealth isn't about what you can do in a year, it's about what you can build over a lifetime. We've uncovered the hidden money secrets that NBA stars use to grow and protect their wealth, and now, you have the power to apply them in your own life. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who build financial freedom isn't luck, it's knowledge, strategy, and action. If you don't take control of your financial future now, you risk staying in the same cycle of stress and uncertainty. But if you start applying what you've learned today, you can create a life where money works for you, not against you. The truth is, most people never take this step. They keep doing what they've always done, hoping things will magically change. But real transformation happens when you make a decision. The NBA's top players don't leave their finances to chance, and neither should you. You've seen how the right mindset and strategies can change everything. Now, it's up to you to take action and rewrite your financial story. And if you want to take this even further, I have something for you. Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life is designed to help you build not just financial success, but a balanced, fulfilling life. It's the missing piece that connects your mindset, money, and long-term freedom. Click the pinned comment or the link in the description to start now, because your financial breakthrough starts with the decisions you make today. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing insights on money and success. Your future self will thank you.